In 1991, the Fleer Company, based in Philadelphia, decided that what they wanted was something basically the same color as Cheese Whiz. And so they came out with 1991 Fleer Baseball. This set, with its unique, arresting yellow design, is not particularly valuable. But hidden in this horrifying haystack is one hell of a needle. Let's all have a look. A good, long, painful, vomit-inducing look at 1991 Fleer. There's no getting around it. The 1991 Fleer base cards are awful. They are UGLY, they ain't got no alibi. They're so ugly they have to trick or treat on the phone. They're so ugly that when they were born, the doctor slapped himself. This bright yellow design stands out from across the room and possibly across universes and dimensions. But beyond the color, the look is actually very clean and simple. Solid, straight borders, a nice serif font with the player name, easy to read position names and team names. And they would look fantastic in almost any other color, like black or white or blue or a silver chrome overlay. But as it is, they're so yellow. I wonder what they do when you plug them in. But there is a very important insert in this set, Provisions. These cards, featuring an artistic portrait of every player and an explanation of the portrait on the back, have a hard-to-grade black border and a fairly limited print run. While each of the base cards in this set was probably printed close to 3 million times, Provisions were somewhere in the 5 digits. This 12-card set was issued 1 per rack pack and 1 in every 10 wax packs. And these Provision inserts are quite valuable. They regularly sell for hundreds of dollars, in some cases more than $1,000. Fleer's Provisions was a stroke of genius, and these cards hold value today where the base cards simply do not. Now, Provisions were inserted only into retail products, not hobby. There was a white-bordered Provisions version inserted randomly into factory sets. That had only 4 cards and frankly doesn't hold a lot of value. There was a hobby insert, that was All-Stars, with little to no market value these days, which is a shame because the All-Star cards are definitely very different and interesting in their own way. Now, while they were a chase card, Provisions were not the insert card that set the hobby on fire. That would come in 1992 when Donruss moved to Diamond Kings to an insert, and 1992 Fleer introduced the Rookie Sensations. We'll touch on those in another video. One important consideration when talking about value, we're not just using eBay on this one. There simply aren't enough sales on eBay, only about 2 dozen sales of base cards and high grades, to really get a good look at data. So we'll take a look at what 130 Point feeds us instead. Let's get into it. These are the most valuable cards in 1991 Fleer Baseball. First up is Pro Sports legend Bo Jackson. Now, Bo, of course, knows a lot of things, and one of the things he knows is Provisions. His Provisions card, when it grades well, which is rare, about 4% of the time, will be about $1,000. Coming up next at numbers 2 through 4 are Kirby Puckett, Mark McGwire, and Mike Greenwell. Their Provisions cards each go for about $500. Now, a quick note, Mike Greenwell may not be a common or well-known name today, but in the 1980s and 90s, he was definitely one of the big guys. Number 5 is Barry Bonds. His Provisions card has sold for anywhere between $100 and $300. I'm putting it here on the high end just because it's Barry Bonds, and he is the all-time home run king. Another Barry Bonds card comes in next, this time with him and Ken Griffey Jr. sharing the field. This second generations card from the Fleer base set will fetch about $250. This is one of the few cards of value not from the Provision insert series, and this highlights the hobby staying power of both Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Bonds. Up next is Jose Canseco's Provisions card. Again, it grades very poorly, but when it grades high, it's about $150. That's a similar price to number 8 on the list, Ken Griffey Jr. Again, Griffey shines, and this is a great card with him photographed after his swing and taking off down the first base line. A tribute to Ken Griffey Jr.'s staying power in the hobby, this is a base card. Number 9 is Nolan Ryan. He truly is the ace of aces, at least over the last 60 years. One of the greatest pitchers to ever live. His base card from 1991 Fleer in a PSA 10 will set you back about $100. 1991 Fleer did have an update set. This was not pack issued, so technically this next card is not a rookie card. But Pudge Rodriguez's 1991 Fleer update extended rookie card is worth about $90. Coming up next is Luis Gonzalez. Now, this guy doesn't look much at all like the guy who blooped a can of corn off of Mariano Rivera to win the 2001 World Series, but he still demands a good price, and this is his rookie card. Coming up next is Jeff Bagwell's Fleer Update Extended Rookie Card. Another card from Fleer Update. Bags looks pretty sharp, finishing a swing and heading to first. Number 13 is Jose Canseco. For $75, you can get a card featuring a guy who was fresh off a World Series ring just 2 years earlier in 1989 and 3 straight World Series appearances from 1988 to 1990, losing both to the Dodgers and the Reds. In this card, Canseco looks sharp in his all-white home duds. Some honorable mentions are Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden, Don Mattingly, and Ricky Henderson. All of their Provision cards will set you back about $60. All right, let's be honest for a second. I understand I'm not the most handsome of fellows, so possibly the reason that I pick on 1991 Fleer so much is because I need to bring somebody else down in order to build myself up. But that unhealthy coping behavior aside, 1991 Fleer really is a very memorable set. It absolutely stands out with the yellow borders and honestly what is otherwise, beyond the color choice, a really good design. There is value in this set, especially in that Provisions insert. So, if you're pack hunting, I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and I hope that this set does not haunt your nightmares the way it has for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment down below. What's your favorite card in this set? Did I miss any? Are there any that you want me to take a look at next time? And we'll see you around.